Welcome to this Python 2026 tutorial. Today, we are diving into mocking, specifically looking at the unittest.mock library. We will explore how to isolate dependencies to make your tests faster and more reliable. First, let us define what mocking is. In the context of unit testing, mocking is the practice of replacing real objects in your system with simulated ones. These simulated objects, or mocks, act just like the real thing, but you control them completely. Why should you bother? 3 main reasons. First, isolation. You want to test your code, not the database or the internet. Second, speed. Real network calls are slow, mocks are instant. And third, predictability. You can simulate rare errors like a server timeout effortlessly. The best part is that you do not need to install anything new. Python includes unittest.mock in the standard library. You just import Mock, MagicMock, and Patch, and you are ready to go. The mock class is your basic building block. It is incredibly flexible. You can create a mock object and assign attributes to it on the fly. It also remembers how you interacted with it, which is crucial for verification later. You will often see MagicMock used instead of mock. The difference is simple. MagicMock pre-implements Python's magic methods, so if your code uses things like length checks or dictionary access, use MagicMock. It is usually the safe default choice. Mocks are useful because you can tell them what to return. By setting the return value attribute, you ensure that whenever your code calls that method, it gets back exactly what you specified, like a status 200. Sometimes you need more than a simple value. The side effect attribute allows you to raise exceptions, which is perfect for testing error handling. You can also use it to return a sequence of different values if the method is called multiple times. To actually insert your mock into your code, you use the patch decorator. This temporarily replaces the real class or function with your mock object during the test and cleans it up automatically afterwards. After your code runs, you need to check if the mock was used correctly. Assertions like assert called with allow you to verify that your function passed the correct arguments to the dependency. Be careful. A common mistake is patching the wrong location. You must patch where the object is used, not where it is defined. Also, avoid mocking absolutely everything, or your tests will become brittle and lose value. To wrap up, use the built-in unittest.mock library. Use MagicMock to simulate objects, control them with return values and side effects, and verify interactions with assertions. Master this, and your tests will be robust and efficient.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.